Copenhagen. My great friend, the excellent drummer, Stefan Passberg, he was the fulcrum over there. With a little help from Stefan, I was able to stay with a chap called Jonas and his sister. Jonas' parents are Danish diplomats and were stationed abroad, and his sister and himself lived in a fairly extensive flat in central Copenhagen, and I was able to kind of catch the coach and stayed on the sofa, which I appreciate. And every morning I'd kind of get up early with Jonas, and we'd get the train to different parts of Copenhagen and walk around, like extensive walks, seeing the sights and sounds, like the mermaid, stuff like that. Quite brilliant. Christian's Sund and all these, Christiansborg or whatever. It was absolutely fantastic. But I will say this, there is something magnificent in the state of Denmark. It's an incredible place. Myself and Stefan were the main kind of, we were like the kind of main formation, and there was several bands then that would kind of function around us. So the first project was with a sound artist called Jacob Rees, and we played in an kind of museum / art gallery, and basically the music we played was very different from the album, because it was kind of like a Fobbe Elsen, that's the Fobbe Delsen, that very famous TV show. It was like the music from that, before that, and fantastic concert. And then we went and recorded Gronland in Karmakrew, and basically Gronland is one of my magnum opus albums, absolutely fantastic, and a team effort with Stefan Passberg and Jacob Rees, and really kind of up there with Tangerine Dream and Jean-Michel Jarre. Absolutely fantastic album, and thank you to Daniel Santini for putting that out. Thank you, Daniel. The next project was with Peter Friis Nielsen, really, really good bass player, incredible bass player. And basically myself and Stefan drove and literally met Peter on the side of the road. And Stefan introduced me, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Mark. Hi, I'm Peter." Got into the car and we drove to Karmakrew and recorded the album straight away. Fantastic album called Stoy, which is available on Isla Records. An incredible album. We also played some gigs in a kind of art gallery space. Fantastic. Peter's an incredible bass player, and it was a fantastic little unit. Myself, Peter, and Stefan. And in between these projects, I also did a duo concert with a chap called Creston Osgood, and Creston played with Paul Bley in duo, and he's also played with several other people, and so I basically did a duo gig with him, which was absolutely fantastic, and he's a great guy and real big mover and shaker in the music business in Copenhagen, and then myself and Stefan did a couple of concerts in an art gallery and in a club with a brilliant piano player and composer and Rhodes player called Jakob Anderskoff. Great guy, brilliant friend of mine, and really super guy, brilliant musician. And we went to Karmakrew, and basically he played Rhodes exclusively for the recording, and it's called Atmos, released on Trev Taylor's imprint, FMR Records, and it's a fantastic album, and it's been cited as a kind of a bifurcation of post-ECM and Kid A Radiohead. So it has the essences of Radiohead on it, Kid A era Radiohead, but kind of within that kind of European chamber jazz improv, but on Rhodes guitar, drums, an absolutely fantastic, grouping and mighty combination. We got on very well. The gigs were incredible. Made a serious impact on the gigs, and then having done the gigs, we went to Cormac and recorded. All original music and absolutely fantastic stuff. Again, like, Denmark is incredible. The Danes are great people, really, really super brilliant, nice people, and very intelligent, talented. And of course, with Jonas, everywhere we went, we were having what they call Vienna bread, but what we call Danish pastry, actually. The guy who invented it came from Vienna and set it up in Copenhagen. We call it Danish pastry all over the world, but the Danes are fantastic. They call it Vienna bread. And again, Stefan Passberg was absolutely the main man, the fulcrum on which all this was predicated. Thank you very much, Stefan. I really appreciate all your work and your help, and those albums were fantastic. And you're one of the best drummers in Europe. Thank you very much for listening. And Denmark, thank you.